Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a quick review of my new favorite foundation. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you back into my foundation journey, as it were. So basically, since I was 17, I've been using the same foundation, and that was the MAC Select Foundation? I think it was called Select Foundation, and it was a liquid foundation. It came in a bottle like that, and I loved it. I absolutely loved the consistency of it. It was very thin. You could make it as light coverage to heavy coverage as much as possible, and obviously my skin when I was younger was completely different to what it is today. Back then I had a very oily, acne prone skin, so I loved the Select because I could build it up to be as heavy as I needed it to be if I was going out at night, but during the day I would keep it light and just powder it. Anyway, so at the start of this year, so I've been using it since I was 16, so at the start of this year they've discontinued it. Just my luck, they've discontinued my favorite foundation that I love. So obviously I had to find something else, and let me tell you, it's been a bit of a journey. So let's start from this beginning. So that day when I went to get another bottle, the lady informed me, I'm sorry, we can't give it to you because we don't stock it anymore, but I'll give you something else that you'll like. It's very similar. So she recommended for me the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation in the same color. This is not the same. Hell no. It is like, if you want full coverage slash cake face, try this out. You will definitely get the cakiest face. The consistency is so thick, blending it out is such a bitch. It's a freaking bitch. I hate this foundation. Horrible. Ugh. If anyone out there is an NC30 and you want this, take it. Just give me the bottle so I can back to Mac it later. Alright, so Studio Fix Fluid, yuck. For me anyway. Then, a couple months later, I don't know why I went back to MAC, but I did. Went back there, I explained to the lady the situation, and she said, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you a different one, and you will love this. It's called the Mineralized Satin Finish Foundation. Looks like that with a pumpy tube at the top. It is honestly thick, cakey, and it's glittery. It's got glitter in it to make your face sparkle like Edward Cullen. Ooh, it's just, it doesn't make you look natural at all. You want to look like another cake face? This is a great one. Take it. Take it back, MAC. Discontinue this one. This one's crap. Rant over. Then, while I was in Vietnam as well, they had, they were stocking the Makeup Forever Makeup Forever makeup, whatever. Anyway, they had this brand. I've heard so many good things about this foundation because it's a HD formula. It doesn't have any SPF in it, so it won't give you that flashback when you take photos where you get that white face, you know what I mean? Where your neck is like brown and your face is like stark ghost white. Apparently it's not meant to do that. And it's true, it's a beautiful formula. I love it. It's really thin. Color's a bit too dark for me. I actually matched it while I was in Vietnam, and back then it was really sunny and hot. And here in Melbourne it's just cold and not hot. Anyway. Love this formula. The only thing was I found that over prolonged use I got really bad breakouts. Horrible. Volcanoes coming out of my forehead. No. So beautiful foundation. I'd still use it. I use it like if I go out at night I'll wear it, but for an everyday foundation I won't because I don't want breakouts. No one likes big pimply face, oil pit. No, not for me. Moving on, there's more. Oh yes, there's more. So I then went to Chanel, oh, and got their Perfection Lumiere foundation. This foundation, freaking amazing, love it. But I really love in a foundation, if I'm gonna wear it every day, a real my skin but better. I don't like thick foundations, and this coverage is medium. It's definitely medium. It's not really a full coverage foundation at all. It doesn't make you look cakey. It doesn't oxidize. It's beautiful, but it's not as thin consistency as I would prefer it to be personally. Like, I like to wear foundation where some of my freckles are still showing through. Don't get me wrong, if I've got a blemish or a pimple somewhere, I don't want people seeing it, but the natural imperfections I don't mind so much. I basically want my skin but better. So, love this foundation, but it's not quite what I'm looking for. But if you'd like me to do a review on this, let me know. Seriously, I still have more foundation, it's not funny. Then I went back to MAC. I don't know why I have an obsession with MAC, but I'm growing out of it, I promise. I decided I've spent far too much money on all those foundations. I don't know why I didn't think of asking for a sample. Any of you girls out there who are looking for any new foundations, always ask for a sample. It's like, I don't know why I never did it before. Saves you money, saves you time. If it's not the right color, you can go back and get the right color. Like, it's the best way to do it, and you save so much money. So I got a sample of the Mineralized Moisture Foundation. It's the newest one that MAC's brought out. And honestly, the consistency is perfect. It's my fave consistency. It's really thin, it's light to medium coverage if you build it up a bit more. It's just beautiful. The only downside is I have a very oily T-zone, and after wearing this foundation for about 4 or 5 hours, my T-zone just became the biggest oil pit. Oh my god, you could frickin' fry an egg on my face. So, love the consistency of it, loved the color, the finish, amazing, but it's just not right with my skin. And I have combination to oily skin. My T-zone tends to be quite oily, but sometimes on the sides of my face I have dry patches, so my skin's feeling a little bit confused at the moment, so combination-y, whatever. So, love the Mineralized Moisture, but I'm really glad I did only get a sample because it's just not for me. Okay, now, then I got NARS Sheer Glow. Oh, gorgeous foundation. I love it. My color is in Punjab. Brilliant foundation. Absolutely love it. Can't say a bad word about this foundation. But, there's a but here. It's called Sheer Glow. Sheer my ass. It's like medium coverage. You could even make it full coverage if you lay it on top of each other. It's really, I love it. I absolutely think it's beautiful. It does give you that beautiful glowy, flawless finish, but it's not the thin consistency I want. It's not, it's just not. But I do love this foundation. If you want me to do a review on that as well, let me know. Then finally, I walked around Maya/David Jones. If you don't know what the Maya and DJs are, they are department stores in Australia, and they sell all the cosmetic brands, well not all of them, but majority of the popular ones. And as I walked by the YSL counter, they said, "We will give you a free sample of our foundation, da 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 da." And I thought, I'm all for a sample, why not get a sample? It took me a few goes to get the right color because the ladies just love to give you a darker color. I have no idea why, but maybe it's the lighting in the shop, it's just not that great, which is really why you should get samples of a foundation before you buy it and not waste hundreds of dollars right there. Don't tell my hubby that one. Anyway, so after using the sample, I thought perfect. I love it. It's perfect. I can't fault it. I have to go and buy it. So this is what it looks like. Oh, the light's reflecting off it. It's like a gold box. Okay, and inside the box, I got the foundation. How gorgeous is that? So I got the LeTeintToucheEclat. I'm not French, so sorry. And I got it in the B40 color. So, like, how freaking beautiful is this bottle? It's like a gorgeous glass bottle. Just beautiful, like, honestly. And it's so good that you can really see the color of the foundation. So you can see, like, you could literally do this if you were a makeup artist. Oh no, just a guess anyway. Not a makeup artist, I'm a makeup enthusiast, clearly. Anyway, so that's what it looks like. It's freaking beautiful. Like, has a little pump. It just, and you can control it as much as you need to. If you want a more medium coverage, 2 pumps personally, but if you want a really light coverage, I do a pump and a little smidge extra, and I'll put it on the back of my hand, or I'll literally deposit onto the brush. And honestly, freaking beautiful. It makes you look glowy, it makes you look dewy. Don't mistake that for oily faced. It doesn't make you look oily at all. It just has this beautiful radiant glow to it. Oh, just love it. Like, I can't fault it. And after, I work at 8.5, well, sometimes a 10-hour day, but honestly at the end of the day I don't get that oily face. Sometimes it does tend to fade off me, but all my foundations do that after a 10-hour day. They don't stay that long because I have a very oily T-zone and I tend to like touch my face all the time. I do this a lot. Being the European person that I am, I like to talk like this for some reason. Anyway, so half my makeup does tend to fade after a 10-hour day, but I don't expect most foundations to last that long anyway. And if you were going out after, retouch up, people. Now I do have to powder after this, but whatever foundation I use, I always powder anyway. And I like to use the NARS pressed powder in Beach. It's very light. It doesn't really add any color. It's quite transparent, so I don't like to add any extra cake on my face, if you know what I mean. Otherwise, if you don't want to spend that much money, you could probably use the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. That's pretty nice. Or any sort of translucent-y powder. I mean, what else? This is very expensive, this beautiful piece of refinery. It's quite pricey. I'll go through prices in a minute. Something else I did get while I was there, which I didn't intend to get, was the LeTeintToucheEclat highlighting pen. Freaking gorgeous, radiant touch it says on it. Freaking radiant, freaking amazing. So basically YSL brought out this pen first, and it's their #1 selling product, and it's been their product for years and years and years. So they decided to create the foundation from this pen. It's not necessarily obviously the same formula, but it's definitely a beautiful highlighting formula that makes you look really rosy and dewy and glowy and beautiful. So the color I chose for the highlighting pen is #1. This pen color is a pink based color. So I'll do a swatchy mix swatch for you. Can you see that? Probably not. Oh, it's so creamy. Anyway, it is a pink-based tone, so I prefer to choose a pink-based tone for just under my eyes to counteract the darkness. I do get quite a bit of darkness in my inner corner here and just slightly underneath my eye, so I don't necessarily want to conceal it, but I just want to brighten it so it counteracts that blue, grey, purpley tone, so it looks a bit more flawless and less aging. So that's why I chose the one. If you don't like a pink based under eye brightener, concealer, whatever, choose number 2. Number 2 is a yellow based one. So go to the counter, try them both, ask them, you can ask for their advice. They're pretty good at, you know, what they do. So ask them what they think. Even though if you know what you like, go with what you like. Okay? So the foundation by itself, don't hate me. Don't hurt. The foundation by itself is $78. You're probably thinking, oh my god, Effie, why did you pay that much money? This is $78 Australian, by the way, people. Yeah, it was $78 Australian. It's a lot of money for 30 mils. Oh. But honestly, I don't need that much foundation because I do like a very light coverage. So I probably use 1.5 pumps for my whole face. And if I want it to be a real medium coverage, I'll do 2 full pumps. And I'll also use these sorts of brushes. So these flat, toppy, kabuki type brushes. That's the kind of brush I would use to apply this sort of foundation. I am rambling way too much. Oh yeah, the price. Let's go back to the price. I always do this. Does anyone do this too? You know, you start talking about something and you get so excited, you just can't breathe and then you forget about what you're talking about. Okay, stop rambling. Yeah, so the LeTeintToucheEclat foundation was $78. The highlighting pen is $55 in the shop. That's expensive. I actually didn't pay $55 for this. They had an offer where if you bought the foundation and the pen together, it was $110 as a pack. When YSL don't have that offer, buy it online. I know you can't find, well, I haven't seen any of the foundation online, but you can definitely get these pens online if that's what you want. So yeah, or if you're an Australian, my chemists sell these for about $33. Spend that. I still think that's expensive. I only bought it because you can't buy one without the other and not try them out. And I think that's pretty much it for my little review on the LeTeintToucheEclat highlighting pen and foundation. I'm sorry if this was a bit long. I just had so much to say. Anyway, most of the stuff from YSL is absolutely beautiful. I was a bit naughty. I've got a few of the YSL lipsticks and they're freaking gorgeous too. I might even go back and get the mascara as well. Ooh, don't tell hubby. And yeah, so YSL, you have outdone yourself. Your makeup products are beautiful and you really focus on inner beauty and bringing that out as opposed to masking your face and completely changing you. You know how to bring out inner beauty by, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, kudos to you. If you wanted me to review any of the other foundations that I showed to you earlier in the video, let me know in the box below because I can do that for you and I'll try not make it as long-winded as this one. I hope you enjoyed this type of video. It's a little bit different, but if you know me really well, I am a makeup freak. I have so much makeup. It's ridiculous. I don't need it all, but you know, yes I do. Oh, yes I do. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please give the video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs up button, I believe, is down here, somewhere down there. Subscribe as well if you're not subscribed to my Fabulosity channel. Woohoo! And yeah, that's it. Stop talking, Effie. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!